Hello and welcome to No Win, No Fee, the show where all 12 of these contestants are hoping to go home with £4,000 and I'm hoping that they don't. And that's because I do not get paid for presenting the show today. If one of these people takes the money, then I go away with absolutely nothing. Zero. Let's see who's standing between me and my fee today. There's Sarah, Bob, Alan, Shadia, Paul, Bill, Miranda, Damien, Iris, David, Martin and Ian. Now, you're all complete strangers to each other. You know each other's names and not much more because this is a game of assumption and presumption. I'm going to ask you to choose players who you think are going to get a question wrong. There are 12 of you here now. In a few minutes, I'm happy to say there are only going to be 6 of you. And we're going to start by randomly choosing just one of you. So where the light lands, that person will join me and choose a question they think somebody here is bound to get wrong. Who's going to be up first? And it's David. I wonder how good a judge of character David is. Let's find out. Join me, David, and choose your question. Now, David, you good at reading people from first impressions, do you think?
Well, we'll wait and see.
OK, you've got a choice of 2 questions. Take a look at them. Pick one that you think somebody here is going to get wrong, and maybe don't be too swayed by what you know. It's more about what you think other people know.
I think we'll go for the bottom question.
The bottom question. OK, I'm now going to read that question, try and study as many reactions as you can, and then pick somebody to come up and answer your question. Where in your body would you find your alveoli? Have you got a name, or do you want to give me a couple of options?
I think I'd like to choose Sarah.
Bit of a flinch there from Sarah. Sarah, you've got to answer this correctly. It's time for you to face your question. So, Sarah, first one up. Would you rather have chosen a question or answered a question?
I'd rather have chosen one.
OK, I'm afraid David has taken that choice away from you. Take as long as you like.
Right.
Here we go. Where in your body would you find your alveoli? She's looking a bit more confident, I think, David. Why did you go for Sarah?
Well, I think it's a very difficult question, and Sarah being young just might not know the answer.
OK, still pleased you chose her?
I'm nervous now.
OK, you're right to be nervous. Sarah, where in your body would you find your alveoli?
I'm probably totally wrong, but I think it's in the throat.
The answer is the lungs. You're wrong, Sarah. Which means, David, you've booked a place in the final round.
Thank you.
And Sarah, I'm happy to say goodbye, you're out.
Thank you.
So one person, through luck and judgment, is through to that next round and is a step closer to my £4,000. Who's up next? And this time, it's Miranda. How good a judge of character is she going to be? Miranda, will you join me now and choose your question? So, the second person up. Would you say you're good at reading other people's reactions?
Yes.
Here are your 2 options. Take your time.
I'll choose the bottom one, it's more fun.
The bottom question because it's more fun. OK, very relaxed. If she gets through, she'll be one to watch. Here's the question that Miranda has chosen. Study their faces. In the film Some Like It Hot, what instrument does Marilyn Monroe's character play? Who are you going for, Miranda?
I think I'm going to go for Bill.
So, Bill, Miranda thinks you're going to get this question wrong. Bill, will you join us now and face your question? He was right in front of you, so you may have seen more of him than the others. Why did you pick Bill?
I liked his shirt.
So you chose the question because it's fun, and you've chosen Bill because you like his shirt.
Yes.
OK. This is the question Bill's got to answer. Take your time, mate. In the film Some Like It Hot, what instrument does Marilyn Monroe's character play? OK, he's smiling now. You still pleased you chose him?
Yes.
Yeah.
I still like his shirt.
I wonder whether you're going to like his answer. Now, do you know the answer to this, Bill, or are you trying to narrow it down in your mind? It was recently voted, this film,
Yeah,
the
I'm
funniest
trying
film
to-
of all time.
I'm trying to remember the film, and I think I can get a picture in my head.
Right, okay. Of Marilyn playing some instrument.
Yes.
The question is, what instrument?
Was it a double bass?
It is a stringed instrument. It's a little smaller than a double bass. It's a ukulele, so Bill, you're wrong. So Miranda has got a place in the next round. Obviously a good judge of character and a clever woman, one to watch. And Bill, gives me deep joy to say, you're out.
Thank you.
2 people are through to the next round. 2 people are a bit closer to my £4,000. Who's the next one to be given that opportunity? This time round, it's Paul. He's got to pick a question and then judge other people by their reactions. Paul, will you join me, mate, and choose your question? Now, you had a bit of time with the contestants this morning. Did you judge anybody by those first impressions? You got any clues so far?
Not really, most people are quite guarded, so
Yeah.
I've been looking at faces closely.
OK, firstly, you've got to look at a couple of questions. Which one do you think somebody's going to get wrong, top or bottom?
I think the bottom question.
The bottom question. Yeah, that's the one you want me to put to the remaining contestants?
Please.
Here we go, folks. This is Paul's selection. Take a look at all their faces. Which metal derives its name from the Latin name for Cyprus? Who do you think is most likely to get that wrong?
We'll leave Shadia.
I think he's made his mind up early on that one. It's Shadia, and it's time for you, Shadia, to face your question. So what was it about Shadia that made you choose her?
She just looked scared when they finished reading the question out.
But it's nerve-wracking out there. Nerve-wracking in the studios.
She looked more scared than the others.
Maybe she's a very good actor. She could be bluffing.
Let's hope not.
She doesn't look scared to me now, and I've seen lots of very frightened people up here. Here's your question, Shadia. Which metal derives its name from the Latin name for Cyprus? Think about it. Still happy with your choice, Paul?
60-40.
He's less happy. I think you made me a bit nervous now, Shadia. You can make him very unhappy by getting rid of him. Which metal derives its name from the Latin name for Cyprus?
I'm just going to go with my first instinct, actually.
OK.
And that is copper.
So you want me to take copper as your answer?
I do, yeah.
The answer is copper. Shadia, you're right. Which means, Paul, Shadia's got a place in the next round, and Paul, I'm happy to say you're out. Only 6 contestants left, fighting it out for 3 places in the next round. Who's going to answer and who's going to pick a question? This time, it's Damien. I wonder if he's good at reading people's reactions. Let's find out. Damien, join me and choose your question. Now, I know it's tough to be in the lineup because you're trying to control your own reactions. Did you get any chance at all to study how other people were coping when they heard those questions?
Not much of a chance, I'm afraid.
OK. Well, let's give you a couple of options now. Which question do you want to put to the people remaining? Question they're bound to get wrong, top or bottom?
I think I'm going to go for the top question.
The top question.
Yes.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Because if you're wrong, and Paul was wrong, you won't be in the final round. Top question?
Top question.
Here we go, folks. This is the question that Damien has chosen. In the Thomas the Tank Engine stories, what colour engine is James? Who's it going to be, Damien?
I think Bob.
Bob, he thinks you're going to get this wrong. Why don't you come up here and prove him wrong? Come and face your question. So, a lot of blank faces looking at you. Why did you pick Bob's?
I'm just hoping that he's not a Thomas the Tank Engine fan.
So, Bob, happy to be up here now?
Not really.
Oh, he's American. Now, does that mean you regret your choice or you're keener on your choice?
No, I'm still keeping fingers crossed.
OK, take a look at his face as I read the question again. In the Thomas the Tank Engine stories, what colour engine is James? Take as long as you like, Bob.
I was thinking either maybe red or green.
OK.
So I'm going to just have to hazard a guess.
OK, don't have to do it now if you want to think about it a bit longer.
I think I'll just go with my gut. I'll go with red.
He's saying red. Now, if red is the right answer, Bob, you're into the next round. If it's wrong, Damien, you get that place. How long have you been in the country, Bob?
About a year.
About a year. Right, have you visited before?
Well, I visited prior to moving here, yes.
Of course, you could be bluffing. You're thinking of green or red, Bob? The correct answer is red, so Bob, you are right. Which means, Bob, you're through to the next round, take your place. And Damien, I'm delighted to say it's been a real pleasure, but you're out. Just 4 people left, only 2 places in the final round. Who's up next? This time it's Ian. Come up, Ian, and choose your question. So, only 2 places left. Feeling confident?
No, feeling the reverse of confident.
Would you rather be answering then, or are you happy to be in this
Yeah,
position?
I would rather be answering. Can I swap?
I'm afraid not.
Okay.
But you do get a choice of questions. Which one do you want to put to the remaining contestants, top or bottom? Only 2 places left. Are you drawn to one more than another?
Yes, I think I'm drawn to the first one.
You're going for the top question. Here it comes. Look at these 3 faces in front of you. And then pick somebody who's going to get this question, the question you've chosen, wrong. Who sang the theme song to the Bond film The Man with the Golden Gun? Who's it going to be?
I'm going to choose Iris.
So, Iris, he thinks you're not going to be a Bond girl on this one. Come and face your question. So, not Alan, not Martin. Why Iris?
Well, in a sense, it was a random choice because I couldn't read them, to be honest.
Was it the smile that drew you to her?
Yes, I thought she was trying to bluff and be more confident than she was. But now I'm regretting it. She looks really confident now that I can see her closer.
I'll give you some thinking time, Iris. Answer when you like. Who sang the theme song to the Bond film The Man with the Golden Gun? Now she is thinking. Or is she bluffing? She may know the answer. Maybe she could tell us immediately, but she knows the people already through to the next round are watching her. How you feeling, Iris? You all right?
I'm thinking.
Do you want to hum a bit of the tune to yourself? And just
I've done that. I've done that.
Yeah.
I think it's a woman. It could be Shirley Bassey. I'll go with Shirley, but I don't think it's right.
Shirley Bassey.
Yeah.
It was a woman.
But it wasn't Shirley Bassey.
Shirley Bassey sang Goldfinger.
So she did.
And Diamonds Are Forever.
Yeah.
Lulu sang the theme tune to Man with a Golden Gun.
For goodness sake.
So, Iris, you're wrong.
Never mind.
And Christopher Lee was Scaramanga, the Man with a Golden Gun. Ian, well done. You've got a place in the next round. Iris, I'm happy to say you are out. OK, so it's Alan and it's Martin, but who's going to be choosing a question and who is going to be answering that question for the final place in the next round? And it's Martin to select the final question in the first round. Will you join me now, Martin, and choose your question? Now, you haven't got a choice of opponents, but you have got a choice of question. And you've had the advantage, possibly, because you've been opposite him, of studying Alan's reaction. Think about what you know about the way he looks and choose your question. Are you going to go for top or bottom?
I'll go for the top question, please.
It's the top question. Now, Alan, I'm going to give you the same thinking time as all the other contestants had. I won't call you up immediately. Here's your question. Let's look at his reaction and see whether you've chosen right, whether you think you have. Which 80s pop band featured Paul Heaton of the Beautiful South and Fatboy Slim? He's thinking. I think he looks confident. What do you think, Martin? Chosen the right question still?
Well, I can but hope.
OK, you've had a second or two to think. Will you join us and face your question? Now, this is for the final place in the next round. Only one of you is going to get a chance to go for my £4,000. I'm going to repeat it for you. Take your time. Which 80s pop band featured Paul Heaton of the Beautiful South and Fatboy Slim? This must be tense for you, Martin. your destiny in somebody else's hands. Don't know if the answer's going to suddenly pop into his head, do we? How's your mind working at the moment, Alan?
I was thinking of Depeche Mode, but I can see the guy in Depeche Mode. I don't think Fatboy Slim would be in that kind of group. I'll go for something totally off the wall, like the Happy Mondays.
The Happy Mondays?
Something like that.
Well, the band in question had hits like Caravan of Love. When he was in this band, Fatboy Slim was Norman Cook. The answer is the House Martin, so Alan, you're wrong. Which means Martin has the final place in the next round. Take your place, and Alan, I'm happy to say, you're out. Now, well done to all 6 of you for getting this far. You've managed to eliminate your opponents either because you're a good judge of character, because you're clever, or maybe you've just been lucky. But let's hope you've been paying attention to everybody else's strengths and weaknesses, because now, for the first time, you're going to go head-to-head with each other, and of course with me. So I hope it's no win, no fee for you, as we all take one step closer to that money. Now, for round 2, things get an awful lot trickier. Judgment of character is now crucial, because you've got to choose an opponent before hearing their question. I'm going to then read that question, and to stay in the game, you tell me if you think your opponent is going to get it right or wrong. As always, we start by randomly choosing one of you. Judgment of character is crucial now. Think about what you learned in the first round. And it's Martin. Yes, Martin, you are under the spotlight. Will you join me now and choose your opponent? Of course, in the first round, you only had a choice of question. This time round, you don't see the question. You've got to pick an opponent who you think you can read, who you can suss out. I'll read the question to the person you've selected. Before we hear their answer, you just tell me whether they're going to get it right or wrong.
I'll go for Shadia.
Shadia, either he thinks he can read you like a book, or he's very impressed with your general knowledge. Let's find out which it is. Come and face your question. Now, Shadia is one of the few people through from the first round who answered a question correctly. Is that why you chose her?
Yeah, I think, and plus she was a good judge of character, so hopefully I can reciprocate.
Shadia, here's your question. Don't answer. Let Martin study your reactions. Reporters of which newspaper uncovered the Watergate scandal? Still pleased with your choice?
Yeah.
You're not really looking at Shadia. You're thinking of the answer yourself. You may have missed something vital there, Martin.
Yeah.
I'm making it tough for both of us, isn't it?
I'm going to say that she's going to get it wrong.
Shadia, you have to get this right to stay in the game. Reporters of which newspaper uncovered the Watergate scandal?
I'm thinking of 2. Look at me smiling now.
Which 2 are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of Reuters and Wall Street Journal. I'll go with Reuters.
Reuters?
Yeah.
Now, the reporters who uncovered the Watergate scandal, which of course involved President Nixon, were Woodward and Bernstein. They worked to an editor called Ben Bradley. They were working for the Washington Post. So, Shadia, you're wrong. Which means, Martin, you are still in the game. Shadia, I'm happy to say to you, sit down, you are out. Who's up next to suss out and choose an opponent? And it's David, the first person through from the first round. David, will you join me now and choose your opponent? Seems like a long time ago now, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
You did well though in the first round. Good judge of character. Or was it luck?
It was a bit of luck, yes.
OK, I wonder if that luck is still with you. You've got 4 people to choose from.
I think I'm going to go for Bob.
Bob, let's find out a bit more about you. Join us and face your question. Of course, it's a question that David hasn't heard. You're going to hear it now for the first time. Bob, you have to get this right to stay in the game. David, when you've heard the question, you've simply got to tell me whether Bob's going to get it right or wrong. Here's your question, Bob. On clothing, what does the symbol of a circle crossed out indicate? He's looking quite impassive, maybe looking thoughtful, but I don't think he's looking uncertain. I think he's going to get this right.
Yes, well, I don't know if the symbols in America are the same as here.
He told us, but he could have been lying. He's been here about a year. He must have washed something in that time.
He doesn't really look confident. I think he will get this answer wrong.
Here's the question, take as long as you like. On clothing, what does the symbol of a circle crossed out indicate?
Well, I would think it indicates that you shouldn't wash it.
That's going to be your answer. In fact, a symbol of a circle crossed out means do not dry clean, so Bob, you're wrong. Which means, David, you're still in the game. Bob, I'm saying to you, it's lovely to have you in the country, but sit down, you're out. OK, 4 people left in the game. We're all learning a bit more about each other, whether we're good at bluffing or good at judging character. Who's up next? Oh, and once again, it's Martin. He got rid of Shadia for us. Join us now, Martin, and choose another opponent. OK, you've got to earn your place in the final. £4,000, a lot of money. Who do you think you can read the most easily?
It'll have to be Ian.
Will you join us and face your question? Studying. Which city hosted the 1972 Olympics? Bit of a purse of the lips and a swallow there, and now he's smiling.
It'll be just my luck that he will get it right, but I'm going to stick with my first hunch that he'll get it wrong.
You think he's going to get it wrong?
Yeah.
If you do get it wrong, Ian, Martin, once again, has judged somebody correctly, he stays in the game. But if you're right, it's goodbye, Martin. Ian, you're still playing. Here we go. Which city hosted the 1972 Olympics?
I think I'll go for Moscow.
That's your answer, Ian, Moscow. The city which hosted the 1972 Olympics was Munich. So, Ian, you're wrong. So, Martin, you are still in the game. And, Ian, I'm happy to say, sit down, you are out. So I wonder who's going to be up next. This time, for the first time this round, Miranda is going to choose an opponent. Join me now, Miranda, and do just that. So, just 2 guys to choose from. Who are you going for, Miranda?
I think I'm going to go for Martin.
If he gets the money, he's going to have earned his £4,000. Martin, will you join us and face your question? Now, I like Martin because he's got rid of 2 people for me. This is the first time he'll be answering a question. Here's your question, Martin. Do not answer, but you have to get it right, eventually, to stay in the game. Which animal is affected by FIV virus? What are you thinking now?
He's going to get it wrong.
He's going to get it wrong. Bit of a smile as well. He's looking more confident now, isn't he, Miranda?
I don't think so.
Well, I can only guess that the F would mean feline, so I'll go for cat.
You think the cat is the animal affected by the FIV virus? The animal affected by the FIV virus is the cat. Martin, you're right. Which means you are still in the game, Martin, and Miranda, it's with joy that I say to you, sit down, you're out. And now it's getting tough, it's getting tense. One of us 3 is going to win £4,000. Who is going to be up first? Well, Martin is going to be predicting whether or not David gets the answer right or wrong. Only 2 of you left. Will you both join me now, please? We've spent a lot of time together now. It's been very, very tense. Would you ever have chosen David as the person you're going to have to read, judge, assess?
No, actually.
I'm going to read a question. Before we hear his answer, you've got to predict whether he's going to get it right or wrong. Bad luck to both of you. I want you both to fail, so I get £4,000. Here's David's question. Roquefort cheese is made from the milk of which animal? He's thinking. Do you want to hear the question again, David?
No.
He's confident.
I'm fine.
He's fine? Or is he bluffing?
I've got a feeling he should know it, so I'll go that he'll get it right.
So you're saying he's going to get it right?
I hope so.
I'm going to take that as your answer, Martin. OK, David, Roquefort cheese is made from the milk of which animal?
I think this is a bit of a trick question. Although I don't know the answer, I think it's probably a cow.
Now, if you're wrong, David, you're out. You don't get any money. But Martin, because he had confidence in you, faith in you, trust in you, is also out. He doesn't get £4,000. I get the money. You said Roquefort cheese is made from cow's milk. In fact, it's from ewe's milk, it's from sheep. So David and Martin, you are out.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Sit down, you're both out. And I have won £4,000. Now, it is a lot of money, £4,000, but I've worked days and days for no fee at all, and boy, I'm jubilant. Join us again on No Win, No Fee to see who gets the cash next time. Thanks for watching. I'm off to celebrate. Bye for now.